Hello my dear friends, I can't believe I'm doing first impressions again. As you know, I usually skip them, but this is another phone alongside the Vivo X9 Pro that's really worth checking out before the full comparisons appear on my channel. Let me put it this way. When it came to the Vivo X9 Pro, my attitude before ordering it was more like, okay, let's see, I haven't had a Vivo in a while, so we will see. But with the Oppo Find X9 Pro, since I already have X8 Ultra and remember X8 Pro, I honestly thought until the very end that it made absolutely no sense to get it. But you know what? I have to say it again. I was a bit wrong. The design is completely different. Whether that's good or bad is hard to say. I'm sure there will be plenty of people both for and against it. After using it for a while, I have to say, honestly, I didn't expect this, but I actually like it. It's got a nice, refreshed vibe. The camera island doesn't stick out much. The whole phone looks clean and classy, and it definitely deserves prize for its IP69 water resistance rating. Last year, pretty much all flagship phones had slightly curved screens on all four sides, but this year that trend has changed, and honestly, I'm really happy about that. It makes switching to the Pro version much smoother and less noticeable for me. As for X9 Pro's display, even though it has a lower resolution, I still think it's really good. And now we have an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. Last year it was optical, so the difference is clearly noticeable. Compared to the Ultra version, the main difference is in processor. Here we have got the MediaTek Dimensity 9500. The Oppo Find X9 Pro ships with the new ColorOS 16, and I have to say, even on my Oppo Find X8 Ultra, you could already feel the difference after the update. ColorOS 16 uses more transparency effect, but everything is done tastefully, the animation are incredibly smooth and pleasant. My version is the global one, but intended for the Asian market. And honestly, in everyday use, I don't feel at all like it's an Asian version rather than European one. When it comes to AI features, not all of them are available in every language. In English, for example, you get AI Speak, which can read articles in the browser, and for example AI Translate. There is an AI Recorder that allows, among others, live transcription. You also get AI Writer, usable in Notes or apps like X, and AI Search is included as well. Additionally, there is a feature called Mind Space, which lets you save your screen content as a memory and then have the system summarize it for you. It's also worth noting that AI features like, for example, Magic Eraser and photo recomposition are available in the phone's gallery. And now Haptics. In my opinion, they are some of the best on the market. Anyone who's used Oppo or OnePlus phones, at least those from this year or last year, knows exactly what I mean. As for temperatures, it's a similar story to the Vivo X9 Pro. Just like with that phone, I noticed during setup that it can get warm. For example, after taking photos for several minutes in a steamy, humid indoor pool, the Oppo reached nearly 40 degrees. Of course, it's not a huge temperature, but the similarity to the Vivo with the same processor is noticeable. As for the speakers, they are decent. I can say right away that they are better than the ones on the Vivo X9 Pro, but they still don't rank among the best on the market. The Oppo Find X9 Pro speakers, while offering a wider soundstage, have a tendency to boost higher frequencies, which can be a bit annoying at times. And now, the cherry on top, something many of you have been waiting for. The Oppo Find X8 Pro wasn't particularly attractive to me when it came to the camera. It was solid, but it didn't deliver any real wow factor. Just a solid workhorse. A lot has changed with the Oppo Find X9 Pro. Apart from the ultra-wide lens, everything has been refreshed compared to its predecessor, and the main sensor is the same as in the Vivo X300 Pro. And that's where things get really interesting. In automatic mode, photos from the Oppo come out really well. The level of detail is excellent, and the dynamic range is very good. Color reproduction is close to reality, although like the Oppo Find X8 Ultra, images can sometimes be slightly brighter than on, for example, Vivo X300 Pro, which has the same sensor, but different color tuning. This is especially noticeable, for example, in morning shots, when the sun is low. Its color differs from the evening light. Vivo tends to produce a slightly orange tint at that time, whereas Oppo colors are closer to reality. Of course, more detail will come when comparing both models side by side, because there is a lot to talk about. Beyond auto mode, the Oppo also offers master mode, a characteristic feature of this brand's phones that allows you to capture images with more natural color tones, less digital processing, and the results that's much closer to reality. As before, I mainly use it during the day. Of course, in poor lighting conditions, photos in master mode require more effort, since this mode is completely without AI or HDR support, something worth keeping in mind. Master mode can significantly change the character of the photo and works up to maximum of 10x zoom. A new addition is 200 megapixel telephoto lens with the minimum focusing distance of 9 cm. I have to admit, the photos from it turn out really well. This telephoto lens can also be used for macro shots, but it requires a bit more patience. The results are okay, but taking macro shots isn't as easy and enjoyable as on the Vivo X300 Pro. The focus is very pinpoint, so sometimes you have to take the shot several times to get the good effect. There are also areas where the Oppo truly stands out, such as portraits. Oppo Find X9 Pro continues the trend from the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. Portraits are incredibly natural, with a lot of facial detail, and subject background separation is very good. They are some of the most natural-looking portraits, right alongside those from the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. In my opinion, it's a solid camera setup that, of course, has its strengths and weaknesses. I'm still taking tons of photos every single day. On the first day after unboxing, I took exactly 437 shots, and the number keeps growing day by day. I also carry the Vivo X300 Pro with me daily to catch as many differences as possible, but of course I will go into more detail in comparisons with the Vivo X300 Pro and later also with the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. When it comes to the battery, this is probably the largest among all currently available flagships. 7,500 mAh really delivers. It's worth noting that the same capacity is available in both European and Chinese versions. Of course, it's still too early to draw definite conclusions, but this is the first phone where on the first day after a full charge I got over 8 hours of screen on time. I don't remember seeing that on any other device. For me, that results is absolutely insane. In my global version for the Asian market, the charger is included. Charging speeds are 80 watt wired and 50 watt wireless. Usually with year-to-year versions, we are dealing with pure evolution, but here there are actually quite a few changes. A completely new design, a flat screen that in my opinion improves daily usability, ultrasonic fingerprint reader, a massive battery with truly insane capacity, and a significantly redesigned camera setup, which makes the Oppo a very versatile and interesting option on the global market. In daily use, the Oppo Find X9 Pro works really well for me, but it's still too early for final conclusions. Thank you so much for watching this video. The next one will probably be a comparison with the Vivo X300 Pro, so take care and we will see in the next videos. Bye!